He's gaining popularity as a 2024 presidential candidate, but who is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and what does he stand for? Hey, it's Dan Zimmerman and welcome to Illustrate to Educate. In this video, we'll take an informative look at who Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is and his platform, including the economy, housing, environment, the border crisis, and civil rights policies. First, who is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.? RFK Jr. is a politician, environmental lawyer, and activist. As a member of the well-known Kennedy family, he has carried on the legacy of public service established by his father, U.S. Attorney General and Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and his uncle, U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Throughout his career, Kennedy has been involved in various environmental causes, advocating for the protection of waterways, indigenous rights, and renewable energy. However, he has also garnered controversy for his stances on vaccines and public health conspiracy theories, ultimately saying that he wishes vaccines were more thoroughly tested and investigated. He is the chairman of the Children's Health Defense, an anti-vaccine advocacy group he joined in 2015. On October 9, 2023, he announced his run as an independent candidate for President of the United States. So let's dive right into the different policies, starting with the economy. RFK Jr.'s economic policies aim to restore prosperity for working Americans by addressing issues such as wealth inequality, stagnant wages, and rising housing costs. He proposes raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, prosecuting union-busting corporations, and expanding free childcare. Additionally, Kennedy plans to reduce housing costs by $1,000 per family, making home ownership affordable by backing 3% home mortgages with tax-free bonds, cut energy prices, and support small businesses. He advocates for reallocating resources from military spending to fund infrastructure, healthcare, education, and childcare. Kennedy emphasizes the need to combat corruption in Washington and ensure corporations pay their fair share of taxes. Overall, he seeks to implement deep changes to revive the economy and restore the broad prosperity of past eras. Now let's go over homeownership. RFK Jr. believes the dream of homeownership is becoming unattainable for many Americans due to high mortgage rates, rising prices, and stagnant income, exacerbated by venture capital firms and hedge funds buying up single-family homes. Homeownership rates are declining, with millions of homeowners lost in recent years, and median home prices soaring from $250,000 in 2019 to $400,000 in 2023. Mortgage interest rates have more than doubled in the past 4 years, leading to a significant increase in monthly payments. RFK Jr. proposes policies to make homeownership accessible, such as tax-free government-backed mortgage bonds and tax code adjustments to deter corporate investments in single-family homes. When it comes to the environment, and with his background as an environmental lawyer, RFK Jr. advocates for a clean environment and to address pressing environmental issues. He points to numerous environmental disasters, including floods, fires, and toxic spills, leading to depleted soils, dying trees, and toxic water in many areas. To tackle these challenges, Kennedy plans to shift agricultural subsidies toward regenerative practices, incentivize industry transition to zero-waste cycles and clean energy sources, and protect wildlands from further development. He aims to restore agencies like the USDA and the EPA to their role in protecting health and the environment. RFK Jr. identifies the border situation as a humanitarian crisis made worse by the influx of migrants and exploitation by criminal cartels. He aims to address the immediate issue by implementing tighter border security measures and expediting asylum claims processing. Additionally, Kennedy proposes collaborating with Mexico to tackle transit migration and enhancing legal immigration pathways. Long-term solutions include ending military intervention that destabilizes other nations, supporting economic development in migrant origin countries, and reforming trade policy to promote prosperity and stability. Kennedy emphasizes a compassionate approach rooted in humanitarian conscience rather than xenophobia or bigotry, calling for bipartisan cooperation to address the crisis. Lastly, let's look at his approach to civil issues. RFK Jr. states that he will prioritize protecting and restoring civil liberties, which he believes have been eroded over the past 2 decades, particularly during the War on Terror and COVID lockdowns. He wants to safeguard key rights such as freedom of speech, privacy, and assembly, including ending mass surveillance. Additionally, special attention will be given to minorities and the poor, with plans to end the war on drugs, reform the criminal justice system, and transform policing to prioritize violence prevention and community partnerships over unnecessary arrests. Did you find this video about Robert F. Kennedy and his platform to be helpful? If so, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Illustrate to Educate to support more simple and objective videos on topics that matter. If you like this video, be sure to visit the channel to find more simple videos on topics that matter.